Hello everyone, welcome back to Motivational Messages English. Today I am going to tell you a very small story but with a big message. Before knowing the story and message, please subscribe my channel. There was a big university. In that university, one famous professor was teaching the students with a lot of practical ideas. So one day, the professor just went into the classroom. Since it was the morning period, he started the class with an interactive session. Most of the time, the students would be listening to him very carefully because his teaching would be very interesting. As well as he rarely appreciated any student in his life. So, to impress him, most of the students would be interacting with him a lot of different ideas. Then he started teaching the lesson. Since it was the mechanical engineering class, he started teaching about the machines and its functions. Then he had to teach the topic brakes, braking system of vehicles. So before teaching the topic to the students, he wanted to test the IQ of the students. How many of the students would be thinking out of the box? How many of the students would be thinking in a similar way? He wanted to test his students. So he raised some questions. The first question, he asked the students, what are the uses of braking system in a vehicle? So the question was asked by him. After getting that question, all the students were ready to impress the professor. And all the students, they raised their hands. The professor just looked at everyone. He gave chances one by one. He asked one by two, tell us the answer. The boy stood up. Sir, with the brake, we can stop the car. So after listening to this, the professor said, your answer is right, but I'm not happy. The second student, he gave the permission. He said, sir, with the brake only, we can slow down the vehicle, we can stop the vehicle wherever we want. The professor smiled at him. He said, yes, your answer is right, but I'm not happy with the answer. Then he sat down. The third student, he stood up and just said the answer. Sir, we have the brake in our car, so that we can have the overall control about the car in our hands. So the professor smiled at him and said, gentlemen, your answer is right, but I cannot accept, I am not happy with your answer. The students who were in the class, they were thinking the answer was right, the professor was not accepting the answers. So everyone was thinking the class was pin drop silence. Now, in the last bench, one of the students, he raised his hand. He said, sir, can I tell you the answer? The professor replied, yes, of course. The student stood up. Sir, we have the brake in our car so that we can drive the car very fast. After listening to these words, all the students started laughing very immediately, and most of the students were making fun of him. One of the students stood up and said, you are a fool, you are a sense. And the professor was not able to control the class. Then he requested all the students to keep silence. So the class was now in silence. But the professor just clapped his hands. The students were puzzled. What is this? The boy who said the wrong answer, the professor was clapping his hands for his answer. What was that? They were raising their questions in their mind. Now, one of the students just got up. Sir, his answer was wrong, but you are clapping your hands. What was that, sir? Then the professor was asking the student, the boy who said the answer, to explain. The student explained. Sir, in car, we have the brake so that we can go very fast. If we don't have the brake, definitely we cannot touch the car. we will be afraid. We would be thinking that we would die or we would meet with an accident. Psychologically, we don't like drive the car or the vehicle which doesn't have the brake. After listening to this explanation, all the students were stunned. So this is what thinking out of the box. So the professor explained that everyone must think out of the box, then only the world will listen to you. So the students was appreciated by the professor for the first time in 3 or 4 years. So what does this story tell us? Only one thing is which is very simple. The breaks are not breaks. The breaks are the difficult situations and the challenging situations, our failures and setbacks and obstacles and barriers in our life. We may think that the obstacles, the barriers, the problems, the difficult situations are coming to break us. They are not coming to break us, they are going to make us. At the same time, when we cross these kinds of problems, these kinds of difficult situations, we will be stronger than before. So when we face a lot of challenging situations, we have the capacity to reach or to hit the goal. So whenever you face the difficult situations or problems, or when you make some mistakes, don't think negatively, because every setback gives you comeback. If you like the story, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.